Hi, thanks for ordering the OBS recording setup guide for coding creators on Mac 2025 version. And you should have received a PDF like this. And I know it looks intimidating, it's 22 pages. Don't worry, this entire setup can be done in less than 15 minutes. Now let's go through step by step. The first step is go to this website, obsproject.com, and click this Mac OS, select which version is compatible. Mine is Mac OS Apple Silicon. Double click this, and then drag this into your application folder. Now let's move to section 1, profile setting. Click on profile, add new. Click on OK. Select for optimize just for recording. I will not be streaming. Next. Select the 1920 times 1080 and FPS. Select 30. Next. And you should be looking something similar like this. Apply settings. Now we're done with section 1. Now let's move to section 2. So first we're going to click on the settings and go to this output tab and change this output mode from simple to advanced. And now we're going to click on this recording tab. And the only thing you need to change is to ensure the recording path is stored where you want your output file stored in. And for the recording format, you are going to select fragmented MP4. And for video encoder, I recommend using this AOM AV1 because it's the sweet spot of best quality and also not resulting in a extremely large file. And so everything else you can leave it as default. Move on to this encoder settings. Rate control, we're selecting CBR, and bitrate, let's change it to 8,000. The higher the bitrate, the larger the file size will be. So the keyframe, let's select it to 2 seconds, and preset, okay, it's fine. Too slow is going to cost more CPU, fast is going to cost less CPU. Okay, is the sweet spot. Now let's go to the audio tab and making sure to change the track 1 audio bitrate to the highest 320. Most of the time, I only need 1 track. And then let's click apply. Let's move on to this audio tab. And the only thing you need to change is to ensure this tool is sample rate is 48 and channels are using stereo. The final thing is the audio tab. So we've already set up this during the profile settings. You can actually change this to a higher resolution to 4K, like using this one is from MacBook 4K and this one is from Samsung, the 4K monitor. But if your coding tutorials are typically longer than 10 minutes, I would recommend using 1920 times 1080 because that gives you a reasonable file size. Now everything looks great. Let's just click on OK. Now you're done with section 2. Now let's move to section 3. So we're going to create your first scenes. You can see I've already have some scenes here. So let's start a new one. Let's call it Webcam only. And then you can see the sources are completely empty now. So we can add a video capture device. And you can call it Webcam. And then select the FaceTime HD camera and keep this as a high, and it's okay. And one thing I can show you is if you are used to look at yourself in the mirror view, so what you can do is right click, and in this transform, you can do a flip horizontal. Now it's the mirror view. Now let's create another scene. So let's add another one. It's called Webcam plus scene screen. So in this one, let's also first add a camera. Or you can use the existing one. You can use the this one, webcam. And now let's add a display capture. Let's say I wanted to capture a monitor. Yeah, so I wanted to show the screen, so let's click on OK. You might notice that you cannot see yourself anymore, so you have to drag this monitor under webcam. And you can see this yourself is still pretty big, the webcam. So what you can do is you can make sure this one getting into the corner you wanted to see. And you can also hold the Option key to basically crop the image like this. Let's add some like coding screens. All right, now adding coding screen, it will look like this. You can see yourself, the camera in the corner with the coding screen. Now we are ready to move to section 4, that is to customize the webcam shape as well as the border to make it have more personality. So the first thing we can do is go to this webcam and go to filters, and let's select this image mask and blend. A little bit like this. And you should be able to find the mask square PNG file in my email and just click on this, open, and boom, you have a nice shaped camera, and then close. Okay, so this is already looking pretty good. You can also like size it up a little bit. So the last thing I'm going to show you, definitely you don't need to do that right now. Feel free to come back whenever you wanted to add some like extra fancy border. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to head to this, go to this border tool, this app. You can change the width, the height, change the color. Let's say you can choose the yellow one, and here I can select I like to use a blue, and then turn off this one. And I'll change this to both 7. And then scroll down. First, download this camera mask. And then copy this link. Now let's come back to OBS, add another source. Add a source called browser. Now in here, let's paste the URL. And this should be the same, 300, 300. Okay. Now you can already see that there is already this, the border, the animated border. Now let's come back to this webcam. You can go to filters, add another. Let's change this one. Change this to the one we just downloaded. And then click on close. And now you can see the shape are the same, but the sides are not aligned, but that's okay. You can move this and try to center around it. Boom, you have an animated border. Now we can get back to this coding screen. Let's turn it back. Now you can try to start recording. Let's try. start recording. Hi, I'm just going to show some code and you can look, it looks pretty good, very sharp. That's it. Happy recording. Hope this is helpful to you.